Shalom ubracha to my beautiful friends. A question that's asked many times is the question of how can I improve living a fulfilled life? Are there ingredients? Could I do something in my life to experience greater fulfillment? And the answer is, based on ancient teachings, yes, we can suggest, we can share that potentially there's a very, very strong set of ingredients that would help us live a greater fulfilled life. So let's listen carefully and let's see what we make of this. And for you to think about this, think about the words that we're saying and ask yourself, challenge yourself, are they real to me or not? So first of all, in life, we have to choose. We have to have awareness and choice. That's ingredient one. If we don't have awareness, if we don't utilize our ability to choose, already we're missing the foundation of what it looks like, what it's experienced as, what it sounds like to live as a healthy, fully functional human being. To have awareness and to use our choice. Number two is living with gratitude. Living with gratitude that I recognize not just the big things I have in my life. That's even if I do cherish those and I express gratitude for them, but the small things that potentially and for most people probably get missed. The small things in life, to experience the experiential elements of gratitude. I stop, I think about it, I feel it, and I say thank you. To experience gratitude in your life. And the other element is the element of contribution. To be of service, to be giving, to be of service. And when we're living a life where I'm a conscious chooser, and I choose to practice gratitude and upgrade my living where gratitude is there in the equation of living life. And with that, I'm a contributor. I'm giving to this world. I'm giving to my friends, my family, my community. So the equation, the outcome is an incredibly high probability of feeling fulfilled. Now this idea is based on, as I said, an ancient teaching. And one of the 18th century Hasidic masters was called the Radashitza. And I was speaking to one of his descendants and he shared as following. When Adam HaRishon was in the Garden of Eden, Gan Eden, we know, and he knows, that he was being of service. God Almighty, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, placed him in the garden for him to serve, for him to be of service, to be giving, to be contributing. So that's our element of contribution. He was a contributor, so he felt good. However, something very strange happened in the experience of his experience in the Garden of Eden and in the creation story. What is that? That everything was put place in raw potential. So, for example, we're told in the early chapters of the narrative of the creation of the world that the seeds grew a little bit, but they didn't pierce the ground. So the seeds grew and they were hanging under. They were just waiting under the earth. What were they waiting for? And Adam realized something was missing. Adam, like something's off here. Because he had awareness and he was contributing, he realized something's off, something's not working, something's not right. Typically and classically, we share that he prayed. He realized something was missing. He prayed for rain. The Radashitza gives another experience to this narrative. He says as following. He says that it wasn't necessarily that Adam HaRishon prayed for rain. He says as following, that Adam realized with his awareness something's missing. Okay, we have that. He is also practicing being of service. So he's being of service. Things are meant to happen as we are being of service, and they weren't happening. So he realized something is missing. Something doesn't fit. Something doesn't feel quite right. And he was stopped in his tracks, and he was looking around. And then it's not that he necessarily prayed, but he stopped and wow, look at what I have. He realized, and he was really thankful, and he became so grateful for what he had, the big things and the small things, and he just started thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Thank you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, for the ground. I didn't thank you for the ground. Thank you for my being. Thank you for my breathing. Thank you for my awareness. Thank you that I could be of service. He was thanking and thanking and thanking, and then that was missing ingredient for the rain to fall. So when we ask, is there ingredients to live a fulfilled life, we can suggest yes. Live with awareness and choice. Choose to live a life of contribution. Choose to live a life of gratitude. And we're really tapping into something that drastically changed after Adam ate from the tree. After Chet Adam, we're missing so much of what was in our life experiences. And what we're suggesting here, when a person uses their awareness, when a person chooses, and they choose to be a contributor, they choose to be a giver, they choose to live a life of gratitude for the big things and for the small things. Wow. Think about it for a moment. How are you going to feel if you're wealthy? It's like, I have so much. How are you going to feel if you're looking for opportunities to give, to contribute? I know in my life, when I practice this, and I try to practice this very often, I feel uplifted, inspired, excited. I feel energized. So I give us all a blessing that we can open ourselves up to realize that I have choice and I can choose. I choose to be a contributor. I choose to give. I choose to practice gratitude, to use my awareness and choice and recognize, how am I wielding these unbelievable tools? And to practice gratitude and realize how wealthy we are. We have so much. Thank God we have so much. And to find those opportunities to give. And with that, we should be inspired, healthy, enlightened beings, impacting and developing our families, our communities, our wondrous and wonderful nation, and really giving blessing and giving the whole human race a beautiful world to live in. May we live with resilience. May we live with strength. May we live with our power of choice, contribution, and gratitude.